Today I'm going to be reviewing this work called Journeys of the Apostle Paul. It's published by Lexham Press. Some of the contributors you know is Joseph Dodson, Craig Keener, Karen Reeder. If you look at the back of it, it has a list of all the contributors. And then the back it says, the Apostle Paul is one of the most important figures in the early church. He's a main character in the narrative woven through the book of Acts, and his 13 letters make up a significant portion of the New Testament canon. Because Acts and his letters appear in the Bible as separate books, it can be difficult to piece together a clear narrative for Paul's life and ministry. In Journeys of the Apostle Paul, 20 contributors present a coherent picture of Paul's life, connecting the events in Acts to his letters and theological teachings. With beautifully rendered maps, this book takes readers step by step through the biblical narratives of Paul's journeys. His interrupted journey to Damascus while persecuting Christians, his 3 missionary journeys, and his long journey from Jerusalem to Rome. Along the way, you'll discover new insights into Paul's life. Excuse me. Into Paul's life, his teaching, and his role in the early church. You see the contents of this book. It's broken into the journey to Damascus, like we saw in the back, then his first missionary journey, second missionary journey, third missionary journey, and then the journey to Rome. So here are some of the chapters. The maps in this book are fantastic. And at the beginning of some of these chapters, for when they start a new kind of break in the book, they have the map that lays out. So this is his first missionary journey in the Jerusalem Council, and then the map for where all this took place. And this is awesome. So just as a pastor or a student or even a layperson wanting to walk through the book of Acts and then visibly see where Paul is going and to see this on the map, this is awesome. And to be able to walk through this. So this is a really, and just even these pictures to kind of put you in the mindset of what Paul saw and stuff. It's really just awesome. It's a very well made book. And you see as we continue to walk through the book, it shows where Paul has been. So, and here's his second missionary journey, and the maps for that. If you took New Testament, New Testament 1, New Testament 2, at Boyce College, so Dr. D. Clavon had you do the maps for Paul's missionary journeys and color them and stuff, and so it's very, very helpful in this manner too of looking through this work, and just really well done. Just scholarship and the content for readers. I know I'm skimming through it kind of fast, but just kind of wanted to show you what this looks like. And this is the third missionary journey, and then where he went, and then comments on each spot where he was at. So Lynn Cohick on Acts 19. So you can skip down a little bit. And this is this journey to Rome. Last section in this book. So this is just a really well-made book. Lexham is just like putting out some good works. And so this would be very beneficial for those wanting to dive more into New Testament works and understanding of Paul the Apostle and the book of Acts. Like, this would just be a huge benefit for either a pastor or early seminary student or a lay person just wanting to walk through the book of Acts and dive more in depth. So I'll put a link in the description for where you can purchase this book, and then also more details for Lexham Press. So this is how the book ends. All right, and then there's another list of contributors in the back. So thank you for watching this video, and remember, only what is done for Christ will last.